Hey everyone, Lana here, back with some more things on the internet. And do you like dragons? Of course you do. Dragons are awesome. Some are just very big, some a little bit chunky, some have many heads, and some is all about the balls. I myself like dragons. You can even see one dragon over there. It's a big one. It's a lamp that is on my shelf for some reason. I don't have no other place to play with it. And of course, when you have a dragon, you of course need to learn how to train it. Because that's what we do. Because, yes, we are gonna check out the teaser trailer of How to Train Your Dragon. The live action movie of a series of movies that already exist. Hooray! Because I did check here and the original How to Train Your Dragon came out 2010. Which is awful long time ago at this rate. 14 freaking years, man. That's a long time. My god. So I can understand in a sense that they want to make something new with that IP, I guess. But seeing the amount of like reworks and, making the live action movies and stuff like that, it feels a little bit like... Can't you do new things instead? I mean, I guess it makes sense because, it's a new generation of kids that are gonna see this and they're gonna see this new movie ratherly than maybe the old ones that, like, we watched when we were younger. I mean, I was already 24 when the first movie came out, so I was already an adult, but still, when you were younger, maybe. So, of course, it makes sense in that way to make it for a new generation, but it feels also kind of like they just, of course, milking on it because it's a franchise and a series of movies that are popular, So they kind of make it like, it works. It works. I mean, Disney's experts on that, with all their live action remakes and stuff like that. It is like watching Electronic Arts pumping out a new fucking FIFA game every fucking year because it works, it sells. And the same thing here, That's how it is. So we're gonna be checking out this trailer here, because I am curious, because if it's not good, I will not touch it. Because then I have my old movies, If it's looking good, I mean, that's great. But I do wish they would do more like, I don't know, more animated movies, completely new ones. But I guess they are a little bit scared of that, those big companies. But let's just jump in and have a look on this. But it is noticeable these days how there is so much remakes everywhere these days. It's games, it's movies, it's everywhere. And I think, Kat, I'm trying to talk here, it is much banking on our feeling of, nostalgia. That when I grew up and I remember all these fond things, like, and see it again, like, oh my god, I'm so happy to see that. And I think that is a huge market in it, And sadly, it's just going very over the top as well. Like, please, make new stuff as well. I mean, they do, but they don't need to focus so much on all these effing remakes and stuff. Like, just do something new, man. So here we are with How to Train Your Dragon, the official teaser trailer. I will try to be as unbiased as possible, either if I'm not very fond of, like, all of these remasters and remakes and live action versions. I mean, I would think it would be fine if they do this completely, like, off the rail compared to the original first movie. And yes, Chanli, I'm trying to watch here. Yeah, you're no live action character. I mean, she is, but oh well, whatever. Let's jump right into this and take a look. Oh wow, that was loud.
When you carry this axe,
Cool helmet.
all of us with you.
Dad, I can't kill dragons.
The dragon looks cool.
But you will. I'm a Viking. I'm a Viking.
Yeah. Technically a cat.
It's okay. I won't hurt you.
Aww. At least a cute dragon. Toothless looking cute. So they even got that scene. Okay. Okay. Film for June. Okay. I mean, I mean, it seems like it's just gonna be an remaster, so to speak, of the original movie, and at least they're keeping the like iconic scene and stuff. And I like the dragons though; they're looking really nice. I like how it sits down like. I mean, seriously, it's a fucking cat, man. I'm just saying. And look at some like, oh my god. But it seems to be very close to there. And oh my god, this is like how a forest is where I live. You will kill a dragon. I mean, what I do like, the dragons, of course, they're looking really neat. This is a very cool scene, though. Though, of course, Vikings didn't have horns on their helmet. That is a myth. Which I think springs from that their ships, you know, the dragon heads on their ships tend to have horns. I think that is where the myth comes from, that they have horns on their heads. But they had helmets, but they were like just normal helmets. So obviously it is an old standing myth. But of course this is like a cartoon movie that is not real, so to speak. And look at all those trees. Ugh, that's how the feeling I kind of feel right now. Like, I mean, seriously, the animation of the dragon and everything looking really good. But yeah, I don't know why this looking like the fingers and everything. I don't know why it looks very. It looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? So I don't. But then again, I guess they're still fixing on it because 31st of June, so it's a couple of months away. So maybe they will retouch stuff. And I guess that is the possible thing with 3D movies and stuff like that. You know, it's because like they did with Sonic. That was a wild one. God dang it, those people, man, the animators, they must work their asses off. It's a big cut. So, I feel like, since this is like seemed to be literally the first movie, I don't see personally any value in this because we have the first movie, you know? This seems more aimed towards like especially younger children that want to watch like the latest, so to speak. Like, oh yeah, here is a fun child movie and all of that. So, I feel like, I mean, I think like the actor fitting quite well, to be honest, giving off that kind of meek appearance and all of that, and probably gonna be good in that regard. But yeah, it doesn't feel like something we really need. But I guess they want to bang for the bucket, so to speak, making them money. So yeah, it looks a little bit wonky. But then again, that is also the thing with animations like this. If you're freezing and focusing, you can easily see stuff that is, you know, missed or stuff. That is why it's so important when they do stuff, animations like this, that they, maybe it's dark room, because then you can't really see the flaws and stuff like that. But then again, animation these days are so fucking high, like, damn, the quality of these things, like, compare that to like 10 years ago, like, that is wild. I mean, I watched the first Toy Story movie, you know, when that came out all these years ago, when I was a kid, and watched that on the cinema. It's kind of insane how far it have come from that. So yeah, I thought it was a face over there. it seems to be. I mean, personally, I feel like this is just gonna be. I can't really arse with this. I already seen the first movie a couple of times, and I think that is good for me. Had it been a completely different story though, or maybe like a different, like they took this story different, then it would have been something to watch just because of like, okay, I'm curious about where they're going with those at least this time. But it does seem to be the same thing, but with live action and all of that. So, feel like it's gonna be, whatever. Like, not a movie for me, but maybe it's for someone else. So we're gonna see about that.